Hey everyone, happy Friday the 13th. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'm going to do something a little different. I was feeling really, inspired to do a reading today. I don't usually do readings in the middle of the month, but I was really feeling the energy of the harvest full moon, also Friday the 13th. So I'm going to do something what I like to call rapid fire readings. Now, basically what this is I go ahead and I just throw down about 3 cards really quickly, and I just get a quick intuitive hit or insight or message for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So it shouldn't take that long. So if you are cross watching for, your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, you should be able to get through all the signs in this video fairly quickly. And again, this is just going to be a money message because I'm really feeling the shift for abundance and prosperity for all of us, myself included. And like I said, I'm just really feeling the power of this full moon and the fact that it's falling on Friday the 13th. So let's go ahead and get started. I have all of the signs written on a notepad here just so I keep myself on track and I don't get confused or lost while I'm doing these. So I'm going to start with the sign of Scorpio. That's just the first one that's on my list. And then I'm just going to go right on down. So this is harvest full moon energy. Let's start off. What do we need to know? What's the money message for the sign of Scorpio for this Friday the 13th? All right, Scorpio, you're getting very emotional as it relates to your money. You're also kind of holding on to some things. I'm getting the feeling that you're holding on to the wrong things as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. It's time to take a step back, Queen of Wands, she's all about stability. Things are settling into place for you. However, you need to kind of not get so caught up in your emotions, and you need to take a step back as it relates to whatever it is you're doing, whatever energy you're putting out. Right now, it's kind of the time for you to really just stay neutral, okay? And just kind of allow things to settle, allow things to fall into place. All right, Scorpio, so that's the quick money message for you. Next up, we have Aquarius. What do we need to know for Aquarius for this harvest full moon? Friday the 13th. Wow. What is the money message for Aquarius? What is the money message for Aquarius? Here we go. All right, Aquarius, your foundation is probably not as stable as you would like it to be. You do have work, you do have opportunities coming in. However, it's not quite what exactly you're going for. You're feeling a little ambivalent. You're kind of stuck between places here. Not that you don't have some good choices in front of you, but you're just feeling like, you're not feeling really excited about everything that's going on right now. Okay, Aquarius. But you know what? Double check your foundation. Double check that things are how they're supposed to be, because there's some instability here. All right, Aquarius, that was your quick rapid fire reading for the harvest full moon. Happy Friday the 13th. We are moving on to Libra. What do we need to know? What's the money message for the sign of Libra for this harvest full moon, Friday the 13th? What is the money message for Libra? What is the money message for Libra? All right. Okay. All right. You see the cards falling out? We've got a message for you, Libra. All right. Things are about to kind of I want to say there's going to be a whole big shift. Things are going to kind of really like break down so you can make some breakthroughs. Also, this tells me too that you really just need to do some major house cleaning, whether that be spiritually, physically, maybe professionally. You really need to get rid of some stagnant things, maybe some stagnant relationships, maybe just some things that are just not working. Also, there could be some Leo energy, or this could just be that you really need to tap into that inner strength. You're going to be doing a lot of defending, okay? You're going to be defending what you think is right. You're also going to be using a lot of energy to just kind of preserve what's going on right now, to keep things in alignment for you in the way that they need to be. We also have the Chariot here. Now, this is things happening quickly. It could also mean being pulled in several different directions. You're going to have to really judge and see how that fits into your particular circumstance. But I also see lots of discussion here. Could be some arguing, could be some heated debates, could also be just a lot of people having opinions and everyone trying to take control. So what I see for you, Libra, is that you really need to just kind of buckle down. Don't be afraid to clean things out. Don't be afraid to remove things and let things go, because you're definitely going to have a lot of areas in your life where things are just going to be happening really, really quickly. All right, next up is going to be Taurus. All right, Taurus, what do we need to know? What is the money message for the sign of Taurus for this harvest full moon, Friday the 13th? I didn't even have to shuffle too much for you, Taurus. Cards were coming out. We have the Hermit energy. This is in reverse, the World in reverse, and also the Page of Cups. This tells me you're going to get a message, some type of a digital message, some type of news, some type of information. However, the timing is just not going to be right, okay, as it relates to your money. So stick to being patient. Also, we have the Hermit card. This is in the reverse. This tells me that you've really been putting yourself out there, maybe a bit too much. Maybe it's time to kind of pull back a little bit. You don't want to overwhelm people with your presence or with your resources or with who you are. Some people can handle that, and obviously, as you know, Taurus, some people cannot handle that. We also have the World card here. This means that things are going to be probably feeling a little lopsided, but it's only temporary. All right, that was the rapid fire reading for the sign of Taurus. Let's move on to Virgo. What is the harvest full moon money message this Friday the 13th for the sign of Virgo? What is the money message for the sign of Virgo? All right, what do we need to know? What is the quick message for Virgo? All right, Virgo, you're going to see things turn around. However, the timing is just not going to be good, okay? The timing's not going to be good. Things are happening for you. Things are moving forward, just not at the rate of speed that you want them to. This Wheel of Fortune is a good luck card. However, sometimes it could mean that things are just taking a turn in a different direction. Doesn't necessarily mean bad luck, but it just means that things are probably taking a unexpected, slow down. Maybe things don't happen in the way that you had anticipated. It could also mean too that things just suddenly change. There's a totally different dynamic, a different energy that you just didn't expect and that you were not prepared for. However, we have this Knight of Cups here, and he's in the upright position along with the Emperor, which means that you do have some people coming in to kind of help support you. You do have some things and some situations that are going to be very, very supportive for you at this time. It could be maybe you're going to get some help at work. It could be maybe you're going to be getting help with, family. Maybe you're going to get some information that really helps you kind of put things into a better perspective. Also, there is support coming your way. Like I said, maybe a mentor. This could also be the circumstances just get really, really solid for you, and you're in a comfortable place where you're not going to be too affected by the things, you know, kind of turning around for you at this time. All right, let's move on to Leo. All right, what is the harvest full moon money message this Friday the 13th for the sign of Leo? What is the harvest full moon money message for the sign of Leo this Friday the 13th? I just need one more card, please. Just give me one more card for the sign of Leo. There it is. Okay, Leo, you've had a lot going for you recently. However, as all of us know, you know, sometimes good things do have to come to an end. Now, when I see the Nine of Cups, this is the wish card. It's always a positive card in my readings. However, this just means that the wish is probably not to the degree that you want it to be. You know, good things are definitely happening for you, but you're just going to have to be aware that things just kind of ebb and flow. Things just kind of happen and then they don't. And then they happen and then they don't. You know, you have to be prepared for the highs and the lows. That's what I'm getting from this card. Also, we're seeing this Four of Wands again in the reverse. This tells me that you need to re-examine your foundation. Make sure everything is in alignment and make sure everything is, you know, as it should be. Make sure everything is, you know, locked and ready. Make sure you're paying attention to those details. Also, the Tower here, you're going to have to do some major house cleaning. You're going to have to get rid of some things, release, let go, rearrange. You're going to have to break things down so you can have a breakthrough. Okay? All right, next up, we are going to do Gemini. What is the harvest full moon reading for the sign of Gemini this Friday the 13th? All right, Gemini. Things are looking good. However, you don't need to hold on so tightly. Okay? You know, this Four of Pentacles talks about, you know, really holding on and holding back in some ways. I don't know if you're feeling like you're not able or you don't have the space to openly share who you are, or maybe your business or your product or your service or your resources. But you know what? You can relax a little bit. You don't need to be so uptight as it relates to that. We also have the Knight of Swords here, and I do feel like whatever happened recently, something is going to happen really, really quickly to change the situation around. Now, I'm feeling too with this Knight of Swords card in the reverse that something is definitely going to catch you by surprise. That's usually what happens whenever I see this card in the reverse. Now, whether or not that's a good surprise, a bad surprise, it's just unexpected, okay? But you're able to deal with it because we've also got the Empress here. This is new beginnings, new creations, creativity, new ideas. That's definitely coming your way. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, the luckiest card in the deck. So this harvest full moon, Friday the 13th, it's definitely going to be your lucky day, Gemini. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, what is the harvest full moon money message this Friday the 13th for the sign of Sagittarius? What do we need to know? All right, Sagittarius, I see you're thinking about a lot. You're actually making some big decisions. Maybe today is like the deadline of when you have to make a decision and you have to really, really think about what you want and how you want your life to be. It's going to be a very emotional decision. It's going to be very heavy on your heart, very, very heavy spiritually as well. I also see the Hierophant in the reverse position. which tells me that there's probably some type of authority or government or some type of entity outside of the situation that is definitely affecting you, and it's affecting your money indirectly. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about it. So I just want to give you some encouragement, Sagittarius, and let you know that you are on the right track, and that even though you're getting caught up a little bit emotionally, just trust that things are going to work out. All right, our next rapid fire reading money message is going to be for the sign of Pisces. What is the harvest full moon money message this Friday the 13th for the sign of Pisces? Ooh, Pisces, whatever's happening, it's happening fast. This Eight of Wands, this tells me that something's coming in and it's coming in quick. We have the Three of Wands here. This tells me that you're ready to move forward. You're actually ready to kind of just start the journey, start the path, start the process. You're not holding back. You're not feeling anxious, and you're not feeling like you need to wait any longer. You're ready, and you're ready right now. Now we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse here. This tells me that you were juggling a couple of things, but you have since made a decision and you've made a commitment. That's what I'm seeing with this Three of Wands here. And when you make the decision, things start happening very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, you could see some movement even as early as today is what I'm getting when I look at this card. You're going to start feeling things shift, and you're going to start feeling things going in the right direction. All right, and that is your rapid fire message, Pisces. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. What is the harvest full moon money message for the sign of Capricorn this Friday, the 13th? What is the money message? All right, careful spending is what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Nine of Pentacles, this is that luxury, that, opulence card. However, I'm feeling like maybe you need to kind of rein in the spending just a tiny bit. It's only going to be temporary, though, while you get yourself focused and you get yourself situated into the money flow that you are working towards. I see the King of Wands here. This is someone who is really, really stable, but he's going through a period of instability right now. And I'm feeling like it's because you really need to kind of hold on to your funds right now. You have to be very, very careful with how you spend your money. That energy is creating some apprehension. And I also want to say that the cash flow is just kind of, I don't want to say slowing down, but it's just a little bit iffy. For some reason, you're feeling like, okay, now is the time that I really need to save. And it could be because we're moving into the fourth quarter, we're moving into holiday season. But this is telling me just kind of slow down your spending, really beef up that savings, and try not to be too frivolous with your money. All right, now we are going to do a rapid fire reading for the sign of Aries. All right, what do we need to know for this harvest full moon? What is the money message for the sign of Aries? All right, I just need one more card for Aries, please. Thank you. All right, Aries. Got the Knight of Wands upright, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So, Aries, you have been doing a lot of work as it relates to your money. However, I want to say someone has taken advantage of your generosity. That's what I'm getting when I see this here. However, you're very, very smart with your money. So even though someone may take advantage of you, or someone may say, oh, you know, I need money for this, you're very, very smart. No one can really pull one over on you. So even though you may have given more than what you expected to give, in the end, you're still going to win because you're very, very smart. You're very, very smart. You're very intuitive when it comes to money, spending, investing, business. You've got a really sharp mind as it relates to finances. Now, we have the Knight of Wands here, and this is telling me that something is showing up for you. And I want to say someone is showing up for you. Someone is showing up for you in a very subtle but powerful way. This could be a new alliance or a new partnership. It could also mean someone is just ready to work for you, and someone is ready to work with you and to help you build, you know, the business or the dream that you have put forth. So you do have someone showing up. You are being a little bit overly generous. However, in the end, you're going to win because you're just too darn smart. All right, and we are going to end with the sign of Cancer. All right, what is the harvest full moon money message this Friday the 13th for the sign of Cancer? What is the rapid fire message for the sign of Cancer? Oh, wow, Cancer, you've got quite a few cards that flew out. Okay. All right, something new is starting. And it's definitely going to work out in your favor in a very, very, very big way. Now, the thing is, though, is you're going to have to make a big decision because you're going to try and juggle several things at once, but it's going to be a bit much. It's going to be a bit overwhelming, okay? If you're trying to do 2 jobs, just make sure you don't burn yourself out. We also have the 3 of Cups here. This tells me that there could be someone involved in the picture who you may not want involved in the picture, but it's okay because eventually they're going to just fall away. Also, when I see this 3 of Cups, this tells me that it's a celebration that did not happen. Okay, so you're going to have to judge depending on your circumstances and depending on your situation. I also see the 8 of Wands here in the reverse. This tells me things that are not going to happen as quickly as you'd like them to. Doesn't mean they're not happening. It just means that things are on a slower timeline than what you had anticipated. All right, and that was your rapid fire readings, your money messages for all zodiac signs for this harvest moon, I should say harvest full moon, Friday the 13th readings. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do like these, please let me know, and I will try and make sure I do more of them. A lot of you have reached out to me asking for private readings, and I do want to say thank you so much. If you are interested in a private reading, all of that information is linked down in the description below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to watch and choosing to spend this time with me. I'll see you again real soon.